Alright, people, so I'm here with RANTAMANIA. I believe it's like episode 25. I don't even know what episode what episode it is, but I believe it's 25. So I have 4 topics to touch on here in this episode here. The first one is a story about hockey and how Tampa Bay doesn't let fans, they kind of restrict fans, from outside of their state. Another one is how people have recently been accusing me of being racist and sexist to WWE. Next one is on Michigan's shitty roads, and then the last one will be on Deflategate. So, the first one I got a request by @Samuel Blaise, spelled SAMUELBLAIS on Twitter, to do a video about this story about how Tampa Bay doesn't, they try to restrict opposing teams, fans. I do believe as a private business, you do have the, right to do that, whatever. I mean, you could do that, but I mean, it's kind of stupid, I think, in my opinion, to, tell people what they can wear inside the stadium, tell people who they can root for. And I don't even think it's going to make a big difference. I mean, it's not like, when a sports team has the home, is playing at home, I mean, there's almost zero presence of the away team for the most part, usually. So it's not like if you say, oh, you could do this, or or you can't do this. It's not like it's going to make that big a difference anyway. And still, people are still going to get through, it's not, it's just makes the process difficult for away people, to get tickets. They're still probably going to get tickets. I mean, so I think it's just all in all a stupid idea. All right, so the next one here is on, so about a week or two ago, somebody asked me, oh, are you, I have to ask you, are you racist because you hate the New Day? See, this is the fucking thing I hate. People, accusing me of being racist or questioning me if I'm racist if I hate the New Day. I mean, you could pick any one of my opinions and say the same thing. Oh, you like Seth Rollins. Are you racist against black people because you like, do you like white people more than black people because you like Seth Rollins? I mean, it's just total idiocracy without any evidence to prove your actual, point. I mean, if you have, evidence, okay, but there's no evidence to prove I'm racist. I mean, zero at all. I mean, I don't give a shit. I mean, people know I'm a libertarian. I could care less what color your skin is. I care more about character, or in this case, wrestling talent. I like Kofi Kingston. I think Kofi Kingston's a good wrestler. However, the New Day gimmick sucks, so I don't like Kofi Kingston right now that much. But, so, and I've said in Biggie Langston versus Cesaro, I said that was a good match last week, even though I didn't think that, or, even though I didn't think that, this week, it was this week, even though I didn't think that Big E, participated and it was mostly Cesaro, I still said it was a good match, so, and then I get the accusation, oh, you gave the Divas match 0 out of 5 stars. That means you're sexist. I got that comment, I believe, on my Raw review. Again, just total idiocracy without any evidence to back up your claims whatsoever. I rant on the Divas. Look at the Divas division right now. Look at how fucking messed up it is. I mean, at one point, like a few weeks ago, there was no fucking baby faces in it. So they fucking just, turned the Bella's face out of nowhere. I heard they turned face on SmackDown. You can't turn the main, one of your main parts in your Divas division, one of the, main people in the Divas division, babyface, on fucking SmackDown, because SmackDown's a jobber show which nobody watches. You should have done it on fucking Monday Night Raw. But I guess they're fucking baby faces now, just like that. I mean, people are just turning baby face out of the blue, all, like Cesaro and Kid. Just one day they're heels, now they're baby faces. It's like, what is Natalia? Is she a baby face or heel? I'm very confused. And that's why it fucking sucks. It's just thrown together in a giant hot ass mess. And then the wrestlers are fucking shitty too. I mean, the Bellas are pretty shitty. There are a few good wrestlers in there like Naomi, Natalia, and down in NXT there are a few good ones as well. But you know, the matches are short, pretty short. They're boring. They're filled with fucking botches, and that's why I hate them. And I give men's matches 0 out of 5 stars all the fucking time. That's the thing. You know, but the Divas division is fucking so fucking shitty. And everybody pretty much agrees with me, you know, that the Divas division is fucking a piece of shit. It's just thrown together. It's just so fucking shitty. It's even worse than the men's division. It's horrible. I'm not fucking sexist. I fucking when they have good matches, I'll say it. I've said they oh, this was a good match. You know, there was some good wrestling in here, but it was only like a minute long or 2 minutes long. And the fucking storylines are shit, so I mean, I can't really get into it. But yeah, they did have some good wrestling. I say when they do wrestle good, which isn't that often, but I do say it. And if you watch my NXT reviews, I love Charlotte. You know, I always say, you know, the Divas, you know, a lot of them are hot, whatever. You know, I do say that. So I give the Divas credit, you know, a lot. You know, maybe not a lot, but when they deserve credit, I give it to them, and I have given it to them in the past. So shut the fuck up about me being racist and sexist, because that's not true. It's not true at all. It's fucking baseless claims. So the next one I want to talk about is the roads here in Michigan. Like 6 months ago, a main road by my house, they just redid it. You know, they were doing some fucking weird shit. They were like cutting out sections of the concrete and then like replacing them somehow. It took them a long ass time. But I'm like, alright, you know, the roads are fucking fixed now. They didn't do the whole thing, they just did parts of it. And then, you know, fucking spring comes around and they're doing the exact same shit again. I mean, this is ridiculous. You know, Michigan's known for having the worst roads in the country, and I could tell you, our roads are so fucking shitty. I took a trip down to Florida a few months ago, about a month or two ago, and the roads were fucking great. No bumps, whatever. Here in Michigan, there's huge fucking potholes, bumps all over the fucking place, and they don't even know how the fuck to fix the roads. I mean, they gotta do it twice, and fucking the same thing twice in a year. It's bullshit. You know, they gotta get their shit together and learn how to fucking fix a goddamn road. I mean, come on. You know, it's like the roads are just, they need to get legitimate people to fix the roads. You know, it seems like they just do the roads and then they're shit again. They gotta get the roads so that they're good for 10, 20 years. You know, it really pisses me off. You know, all the fucking, and then you know, they're doing half the road right now. I drive down this road a lot too. They're doing half the road right now. So then like the other half, it's a 4-lane road. So then the other half, they now it's 2 lanes because they had to split it up. And it's so fucking narrow too. I feel like I'm gonna fucking get hit, you know, because the lanes are now so narrow on that 2-lane road it now is. So it just pisses me off. The horrible roads, you know, I'm always swerving to try to avoid the potholes because I don't want to fuck up the car. It's just a pain in the ass, and the politicians really need to get their shit together. Just like last week, there was a proposal to raise the sales tax here from 6% to 7% to increase so-called funding for the roads, and who knows what that money would actually go to. And thank God we fucking rejected it like 80% to 20%. You know, great job, Michiganders. You know, because we don't need to pay more taxes. What we need better politicians to actually get shit done. You know, a lack of money is not the problem. It's a lack of brains inside of our politicians. So the next one I want to talk about is Deflategate. You know, Deflategate's this big, huge controversy. And it's funny how people will suspect, you know, conspiracy inside of the NFL or the NBA. And it does happen a lot. You know, of course it happens inside sports. I'm sure there's a ton of conspiracy. You know, I believe it came out with the NBA referees. There was a huge fucking thing, I believe, with rigging games a while back. So, I mean, there's always controversies inside sports. But they never will question the government when it comes to conspiracies. Well, but they're always on top of it with sports. I mean, people have to, you know, realize that, you know, the government does bad things as well. You know, powerful people, when given the opportunity, and evil, corrupt, powerful people are going to do bad things. You know, the politicians are gonna do bad, horrible things, and it's not just one little lie. It's you know, they're fucking bought and paid for, and they're fucking tyrants for the most part. I mean, there are some good politicians out there, but a lot of them are corrupt, and people need to realize that. They only realize corruption if it pertains to entertainment or sports or shit like that. You people need to fucking wake the fuck up and realize that corruption not only happens inside, entertainment and sports, shit. It happens inside the government as well. There are so many scandals, internment of Japanese citizens during World War II, injecting black people with syphilis, Operation Northwoods, planning to commit terrorist attacks against Americans, to blame it on Cuba to start a war with Cuba, Operation Paperclip, which was bringing in Nazis after World War II, lying about World War I, World War II, Vietnam, Iraq, and why we were actually going in. They lied about the pretext to justify the wars. I mean, they lie all the fucking time. They just don't fucking care about us. And they're very fucking corrupt. So there you go, people. Wake the fuck up to the government corruption. Not just only corruption inside of sports, but wake up to the corruption inside the government as well. So there you go, people. There is another episode of RANTAMANIA.